surprised they didn't.
Hello, friends.
Let this stay with me.
Welcome to Talking with Friends, people. My name is host Derek. I'm here with Spacey behind us.
Hello.
Rachel back there, and cooking unseen is Tori. Welcome to this State of the Channel live stream. We'd like to field any questions about the channel and stuff if you have them, but I want to begin by talking about some transition points here. So going forward, we're not going to be discussing either Rachel or Tori's family anymore. We understand that it causes people distress, and I in particular get it. Nobody wants to be dragged down into that muck, and I don't blame people for not liking it.
Okay.
So I make mistakes.
I'm sure most of you have seen most of these.
Learn from them as best I can.
For you,
Also our sex lives.
you guys know what you're doing.
We're not going to talk about our
You
sex
wanna
life
read this,
anymore.
Or when
Right.
you want to eat it, you can eat it.
I don't think we really talk about it that much.
Well,
I don't talk about mine very much.
We had talked about it a little bit publicly.
Okay, well, in the new blush of fresh romance,
Yeah.
I maybe am a little more open about that than I would normally be, but I'm not somebody who really talks about my sex life.
Yeah.
Unless there's a problem, there's not a problem with us.
Go home
So,
and get some more things. I have a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can expect that to naturally occur. But moving on from those issues,
Dad. Oh, he was
There's-
so good.
I have a general desire to focus the channel more on two aspects, which is I don't have any desire to curtail the frequency with which I live stream, which is quite a bit. Why don't you move your chair, Rachel?
Oh, like that.
You won't have to do that to be in front.
Let's save this.
So basically, okay, this is a good point to bring up here. Eileen says, Spacey, keep doing videos like the one yesterday. It was very interesting. So that's one of the changes that I'd like to see going forward, and I think Spacey would like to see as well, is that he is going to tackle a few topics so that he just feels like tackling whatever they are and discuss his thoughts on it, and we'll add some more concrete cognitive function videos to the channel. Because I have a tendency to sort of not focus on my bread and butter for a variety of reasons. Like, just because this channel is my autobiography doesn't mean I need to impose stuff upon viewers that they don't want. So I will do my best to keep that in mind. And I appreciate everyone's indulgence and understanding that
Oh, that feels so good.
while I make mistakes, I do try to learn from them. And there's been a number of occasions where I've tried to stick to a course that didn't work out, that basically generated so much animosity that I had to back down. And that sometimes happens. Sometimes I concede I'm wrong, sometimes I don't. In this instance, I just have regret that I made the mistake. I don't feel like I acknowledge readily enough that it's a mistake. I'm not clinging to my side of it at all, but I don't really feel mad at myself for failing to do better. I did the best I could at the time with my nature,
If you want
my
to see it again,
context, and
that would be fine, because it's got a lot of good things.
everything else that matters.
But if you don't want to, that's okay too. It doesn't matter. Whichever you like.
Okay, thanks, Mom. Can you shush for a little bit, though? We forgot to do this, okay? Pretend it's the library. All right.
See, I didn't go to that. That must have been something you did
Oh
before.
my God. All right. So anyway, part of the day of the channel as well is sometimes Mom's in the mix. I'll give you a bit of a heads up as to what's going on right now in my life regarding logistics. For those of you who are interested, my dad is out of town right now for a week at my
That is
cousin's
an option
wedding.
I've heard before, though, making a separate channel if you want that to be your autobiography. And then
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
you don't want to do it like
Listen.
that? Yeah. Okay.
Here's the thing. I've gone through all these various possible ways of dividing myself before. And it always comes back to the same central conclusion, same NI point. It's unnecessary extra work. I won't maintain two separate things. It just doesn't fly. I just got to dump it all in one place, or
Lisa's mom says hello.
that's it.
Also, thanks, guys.
Um,
I tried my best for the video. Next time I'll hold my phone horizontally and get the whole frame. And we'll try to come up with different things to do. Someone suggested a video on INFPs, so I might try to do that. Maybe after I hang out with my aunt this weekend, who is an INFP, and then I'll have maybe some fresh anecdotes for you, something like that. I don't know. But after that, I don't know what I'm going to do because I kind of need some ammunition here.
Okay. The other thing I was thinking I'd like to set up is as a second product. Actually, is a couples typology typing assessment, compatibility assessment kind of thing. Or any couple can come to us and they basically get 2 typings in one, but it's like an hour and a half, and then it's specifically focused on romantic compatibility, things like that. So that's what I was thinking today is launching as a second product. You could get it with either me and Rachel or Spacey and Tori, maybe. I don't know. I haven't talked to any of these people. I just mentioned it right now. But probably should talk to them first. It's the thought I had in the car though, so it just rebubbled up. 4-slide SI style. Other state of the channel matters. I'm aware of the fact that what would benefit the channel more than anything else would be doing a bunch of type police videos. So I think I want to put it out there for the team here that to the extent you can help me prioritize doing one of those instead of fucking around forever would be helpful. Or to the extent that we can prioritize doing several of them would be great, or something like that. I think that would probably be more useful to the channel than anything else. I've heard from so many people over and over again for months and months now. I want more type police, do more type police. What happened to type police? So it's obviously sort of the flagship show of the channel.
Pray tell, what are you doing?
Reze, hello, how are you? I wonder what you do when you're rezeing. What other things we have to discuss that is related to talking with famous people state of the channel, if anything? Oh, I want to mention Megan Laboda's LA meetup. I'm not exactly sure what the status of that is or what's going on. I think it's October 10th or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's late October, right? Or is it early October?
You said October 10th.
Okay. Oh, your thing. Other thing.
My thing is late October.
Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, type police videos are good. You can fuck around, but maybe cool down before a little bit. Hey, I agree. I'm subject to my moods sometimes. I'm sometimes at the mercy of my moods, and that's lamentable and something I'd like to be less at the mercy of.
Well, I think type police videos are a good idea, but they're a good idea because you're focusing on a certain thing when you're making the video rather than just whatever you happen to fucking be thinking about.
It's not just that though. Because
it's not just that.
No, but look, I have other things. I got debate police. Right. I got the tournament, whatever. The ones that always pop most by far.
Oh, those ones definitely get the most views and the most likes and stuff.
But I'm saying of those kinds of videos, the one that pops the most by far is type police.
Right.
So it's not just that it's focused on a topic or whatever.
No, people like that policing idea a lot.
Plus, they like the theme song.
Yeah, they like the theme song, and it's fun to throw people in the slammer for being idiots and not knowing their type.
Right. Well, I like that people like the theme song. That really is the most gratifying thing of all to me is people compliment me on the theme song. So
I'd like to do a couple of those.
Yeah, let's do a couple. Well, so anyway, Spacey and Tori are having a slumber party over here tonight. They're going to slumber in the back house. Rachel and I are now in the big house because my dad is in Virginia, so we're staying here at night where my mom is. So somebody's in here if she wakes up. She's like a baby. You can't leave a baby alone completely for very long. So thanks for the content, Eric. You're welcome, Awakened INFJ. Thank you for thanking me for the content. I appreciate your affirmative words. Hi, Sarah. Spacey, after we do this, make it so do that again. You know the thing? I think I changed holes.
Sorry.
We can maybe put it on this number.
That's okay.
I don't know how to fix it.
However you want, that's okay. We can move it out farther if.
Okay, I have to.
We could maybe put it back on HDMI 2. I think that might be where it was.
No, I know what the thing was. I just have to.
Your daughter's name is Virgin? That will only be true until she's about 14.
Okay, it's a picture.
I like the colors of that. That's really pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty AF.
I'm into a slumber party. Oh my gosh, that'd be dope to live stream.
We're summer partying tonight. Yeah, we're summer partying. What we should do is go pajama shopping today.
Oh my gosh, we should.
Oh, that's fine.
So we
That's
can
normal.
all have
Everybody
a
has
slumber party live stream in our pajamas. Hey, good job, Spacey. Way to win. You're my hero.
Yeah. I did the thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. We should get matching jammies. I agree. We need to find someplace that's got a sale on a 4-pack of different sized jammies. Like the family pack. Rachel's not going home.
Yeah,
No.
like that, 'cause they're all different sizes.
Rachel's not going home.
Mine used to
Just
be
like
cute.
Spacey didn't go home, Rachel's not going home.
Nobody wants to go home.
No. That wasn't even an option.
We G double hockey sticks though.
But that's cool. That's right.
Hey, everybody wants to come, but they never want to go.
Well,
You can check out any time you like, but you can't ever leave.
X's and O's
Yeah.
in the Hotel California.
Yeah.
What happened to all the typing videos? But you're really fucking hitting on our weak spots here. You really are. Following up on old outstanding tasks that need to be done. That is a tough
Yeah.
fucking thing you're hitting.
I did tell you multiple times, and you're like, yeah.
Spacey, telling me is not doing anything.
I know.
I already know.
You guys,
I already know
Well, I
I'm
don't
not
have
doing
access to the video files.
it. Okay, well you do now.
Now I do.
You're right
I'll
here.
do it now.
All right, fine. Okay, Desert INTJ. Spacey's got fifth slot. It's pretty good. He says he's gonna do it now. You basically got to go through. Some of them are already sort of published up there, but they don't. I don't know which is which. I don't know if they're supposed to be published, so they just sort of sitting there as drafts.
I'll tell you which ones are supposed to be.
Okay,
published.
well you go through and you do it.
All right.
you guys need to eat.
Good ban gum when live streaming. Okay, noted. State of the channel hereby notes that it was annoying when I was chewing gum while live streaming.
There you go.
Publishing a video is not much SE. That's true. What is a lot of SE is going through all the videos, figuring out who's supposed to be published, and who's supposed to be shared with privately. That's a lot of SE. And that's the shittiest, worst fucking TESE fucking boredom sink in history. Sheila has misophonia. What's misophonia?
I don't remember.
Because at the time, Susie, it was like we didn't have time. I didn't even have time to necessarily upload it between typing sessions. We were booked solid through.
Yeah.
So it's like I couldn't do what you're saying, which would be the most sensible thing, which is as soon as it's done. That's how I normally do shit, but I couldn't do that shit.
Right. That's how I would normally do shit too.
Okay, well, Hambo, the other thing is my computer was giving me all kinds of problems. I was having technical difficulty. I didn't get the new computer until after the typing place. So that complicates things as well. But you guys can all explain to me how you can all play Captain Hindsight. That's fine. Or you can play Captain TE Critic. If you like. All right, Hambone. Jeez.
What's he saying?
He's just scolding me for failing.
Oh.
I just scolded my TE, and I just have to sit here and take it and go,
Fuck you.
he's right. Nothing I can do. I just got to take it.
Yep.
I'm never eating those burritos and things.
I gotta take it too because I didn't think about it either.
That's legit.
You ignored it.
I ignored it.
I'm like, that sounds boring.
Yeah. Who's calling me?
I'm happy to see Sheila's name. I haven't seen her in a while. Hey, Sheila.
There's Grandma. She's asking about those anal beads.
No, it's not Grandma.
Oh, what's that?
You're lost in there again?
Am I making a channel? No, not right now. I'd honestly rather just publish on this channel.
Look, here's my take on this notion us basically having a distinct channel. It doesn't help him at all. It doesn't, because the money to be made from YouTube is to be made in this sort of side business shit. And to the extent that we're going to maximize the side business, well, the side business is one that we are partners in, basically. You know, it's a side business that's got one employee. Currently, the side business is only making enough money to pay that employee barely, sort of. So, you know.
Yeah, I think we're a good team too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are a good
I
team.
mean,
agree.
I think you are too.
But thanks for subscribing
Well,
anyway, Susie. But I'm not going to be publishing anything on my channel for now.
Yeah, we get that message, Rowan Morgan. I'd like to see more.
I guess I might as well.
Tracy too.
I might as well if you I might as well upload a video to my own channel too, the ones that I make.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Which we're going to during the course of the extended slumber party, which will be Adderall fueled.
excellent.
Ah.
We will make a number of possible videos, maybe. Who knows? I don't like to commit to anything here, but what I'm thinking is some Spacey videos where I just ask Spacey questions about what he thinks about things. He answers them, and then I don't chime in any opinions myself. Just ask him questions to guide the thing and structure it a bit more. And
Yeah.
that's just an idea. You know? I think that'd be cool. And it'd make it easier for Spacey to make videos. We could do a bunch of them in a row and then schedule them, you know.
Sure. That's cool. Most
times on the YT, I have life coaching as well. I've life coached people before. And I've indicated that, you know, it's your hour. You do whatever you want with it. I had somebody ask me to pretend to be your dead grandfather. Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Whatever you want, we got it.
As long as it doesn't require me to take my clothes off.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't require us to do anything like super duper, like sexually uncomfortable or illegal, you know.
Call me Little Pudding.
Ooh.
Little Pudding. I can. Little Pudding. Oh!
Stop. Be appropriate.
Put your peanut butter in my pudding.
And what Steven
Eric, my dad, grandfather was just supposed to
It
be
was not-
our secret.
It was not Winston's mom. Tapioca. Tapioca is a good name for a pet.
Well, I'll do life coaching. If anybody wants life coaching, I'll coach you.
I will also coach your life.
Yeah,
if you
Tori will
want.
life coach you. She's probably great at it. Seriously. Anyone who's down, yeah, come at me.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is about that is, you know, I think there's a lot of possible benefit to talking to somebody about life coaching matters.
Maybe you do.
The issue is this. No, I'm not going to tell everyone.
No,
they need more
Suzanne, I am
speed.
not going to ever suggest to anyone that they should take drugs.
I
if I'm
generally
life
don't
coaching
either. I generally don't either, but
In my case, it was actually a good suggestion, but I wouldn't suggest it to someone else.
I would agree. I'm like that too. It's like,
right. So, you
do
know,
if it doesn't mean that you.
I'm more likely to say it than anybody else, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just take some speed?
Yeah.
But look, if somebody is in this space of desperation where they've got like, I've got all these things I want to do and need to do, and I'm doing nothing. I can't seem to motivate myself. I mean, wouldn't that be what a doctor would prescribe?
Yeah. But for some reason, they're just like, oh, you're depressed, you need SSRIs, but those don't do anything good. Like, what?
I'm always clean. Is this a bad thing I should change? Only if it makes you unhappy.
Right.
Yeah, only if you're unhappy all the time for no apparent reason.
Right.
I'm cleaning when I'm high.
I'm gonna throw y'all's food away if you don't eat it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, when should we eat?
So, yeah, I have done life coaching before, and I can tell you that the gist of the process when I do it is one of trying to assess what exactly is the person looking to gain from their conversation, first of all. And
Yeah, basically.
that process is itself mostly revelatory about everything you need to know about making any sort of suggestions or something.
Yeah.
It's mostly an information seeking process.
Yeah.
And then once the information is in place, it's easy enough to know where to go with it. It's the
Right.
key thing. The risk in a life coach is that some life coaches might have a presumption that they ought not, namely a failure to recognize the impact of their own function biases on their advice. So, you get an ENTJ life coach, they're going to be like, you need more goals, you need to set more goals, you need to be, and that may or may not apply to you. A good life coach has to recognize that the coaching has to be particularized to the individual, their attentional matters, their needs, and stuff like that.
Totally.
What's this mom and
There's no
dad?
new channel. Can I give you coach advice? Well, Eileen,
Sure. Eric you could probably give coach advice.
yeah, I mean, it's a serious enough question that I got to give it some thought. I'm gonna go pull a bong rip, and I'll come back with some words of wisdom.
You've totally been a coach.
I mean, I am a very effective coach. I'm a good debate coach. We win a lot. I'm
I think I'm gonna join you though.
Okay.
May I?
So, yeah, sure. Tori, you got the helm here on the
Sweet.
Yeah, you guys can do it.
Yes, no, perfect.
I'm like the worst person to do it.
Mom, can you cover the live stream for me for a minute?
No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right, Tori's
No, I haven't torn him up.
No.
Have fun.
When I have that, it has to go with a person,
Oh boy. Hi guys.
and it's got it right here.
I've been tasked with something difficult.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
How's everybody? Hey Sheila. Aw, thank you, Winston's mom. We talk about you like all the time. We're like, dang, she always says really interesting stuff every single time there's a live stream. Hi, Jean Grey. Oh God, what do I talk about? Did I? Thank you, Sheila, for asking me a question. That's so helpful. I'm an ISFJ. Yep. Why are they yelling? I don't know. It's like a mixture of yelling and laughing. That seems to be like our collective friendship is just yelling and laughter. What's my favorite movie? I happen to like really dark movies. I think The Long Walk is a really good movie. It's like a post-apocalyptic movie. My favorite hobby. I like singing. Well, no one's ever gonna see me sing, but I like singing. And my favorite color is turquoise or like a pastel blue. Yep. No, that's not too personal. I think that's a good question. I needed a way to move out of my situation, and I couldn't get money of my own means, so I just used a fundraiser to get the word out and stuff like that. It should be down though. I think you probably saw it like right before I took it down. What's my biggest fear? It used to be loneliness, but I think my fear now is of everyone around me collectively being upset or depressed, because that's something that I really find distressing. I find other people's distress more stressful than my own, so I'm always feeling like I need to take care and mitigate other people. Yes, he has, Alexandra Cruz. But yeah, that wasn't a too personal question. Y'all can ask me anything. I'm pretty open. How did I get over it? It's hard to know if you're getting over the fear if loneliness if you're in a relationship, because there's always the fear of being lonely or of the relationship not working out. But I think for women in particular, feeling like you don't have a romantic relationship can be something that like really brings you down. But it's also really good to be okay being by yourself, because you can work on like your self-esteem, or you can work on your goals and your dreams, and you don't have to worry about someone like disrupting that, disrupting like your lifestyle, stuff like that. I don't really know if I've gotten over it. Yeah, introverted thinker. Trust me, the title could have been more dramatic. Trust me, it was very applicable to my situation. Did you like being in school? I didn't, actually. I'm a pretty studious person, so a lot of my friends back home were kind of like, oh, what? But no, I did not like university. It felt like I was being crammed with information that wasn't really applicable to like being an adult and learning how to function in society. And test anxiety is really bad for me. I'm really good at absorbing information, but not really good at putting it on paper or like in a bubble sheet. It's very like hindering, I think. No, I'm not Canadian. I'm American. You're lucky, Sheila. People are asking me a bunch of questions.
What? What's up?
No, they're just asking me about myself.
Oh, okay.
You want to scoop?
Yeah.
What do I think of Brexit? I don't know enough to give you my take on that.
I think it's a good thing. I think Brexit and Trump happened around the same time for a reason. It rippled kind of across the Western world. Thanks, Jean Grey.
I got so anxious at first when I was singing. I'm like, oh, what do I do? Because I don't think the EU is being run by benevolent people, essentially. I think if you're looking out for your people's best interests, you don't really want to be a part of it. Oh.
Steve, man, I don't really know what to think about him. He seems like a smart guy. I've seen him speak, and he makes a lot of excellent points. But I've heard things about his involvements and such that I'm not sure whose side he's really on at the end of the day. But he seems to know his stuff.
Do you think FE falls in love faster than FI?
Probably.
What do you mean by? I don't think FE falls in love.
Well, right. That's the thing. They can make relationships up to a certain depth really quickly.
What makes us compatible?
Well,
That's a big question.
I mean, typologically speaking, we have the same functions, but we're good with basically the two that the other person isn't so good with.
Even if our types weren't necessarily compatible, we're good at communication.
Yeah, where we actually try to communicate with each other. Like, we know when it's important to talk, when we can't just continue to.
Or if one of us is upset, like with something that the other person did, we try to make sure that we communicate that with love before we, communicating with love before we even think about our message and what we're trying to say. Because how we affect the other person with how we're saying it is more important, I think. You know?
Right. No.
No, you to be cute.
We also have a lot of important values that we share,
Yeah.
which kind of comes before any type or anything like that.
When we get bored, we like talk about life and the weirdness of how society works and stuff like that.
And
That's
I
the
think the
thing.
number one thing about compatibility is that both partners prioritize having a happy relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily a foregone conclusion.
No, Eric's just really tall and she's substantially shorter.
Yeah. But I guess I would say, regardless of what type you are, your FI, as long as your FI aligns with each other, that's kind of enough. But also,
Yes, Susie, of course.
what was I was gonna say something else here. Shit.
I like kissing Rachel.
Yeah, we do.
Whatever.
Ew, cooties.
Yeah, I don't normally like kissing, but I like kissing Rachel. Rachel's so like sort of clean and smell good and pure and good and true that whatever sort of normal physical squeamishes I have seem to be dissipated.
Why do I think she's an ISFJ and most importantly a sensor? Because she has this general pattern of behavior where if she is not like physically comfortable and her body is not in a good rhythm, then
It ruins everything.
she like can't even think straight at all, and it ruins everything, and it makes her very miserable. And I don't really see that kind of behavior in IDOMs. Like they're much more comfortable just ignoring shit and just being disgusting.
I'm not exactly shy. It's just the first like 10 to 15 minute interval of doing something involving people is very difficult. And then once I know, okay, everything's fine, then I open up a lot more. So
And she remembers things that she's seen, like landmarks and stuff. Like she actually has like a fucking camera in her brain, and it snapped a picture and it's stored in her mind.
Yeah.
And that's like SI dominant shit.
do I have body
Who
dysmorphia?
has the body dysmorphia? I got the body dysmorphia.
I think they're asking.
Everybody got body dysmorphia. Who got the body dysmorphia? Oh, you're just poking at me a little bit? That's fine, Susie.
I don't really know. I don't think I do.
No, not really.
What's body dysmorphia mean?
It's like an extreme,
It's when you're literally hallucinating that your body is like more ugly than it really is.
and I
Something
do
like
think
that.
that I'm uglier than everyone else thinks I am, but
Like, I've got
It's like
two noses and several brows.
it's like a common thing, I think, with women.
It's like somehow still seeing yourself as fat in the mirror, even if you're literally bone thin.
I'll take this with me.
That
What
kind of
disturbs,
shit.
I'm gonna have this one
what
back.
disturbs her SI?
Yeah.
Lack of
that-
sleep. What kind of shit?
Might
She's
be-
totally ISFJ.
Thank you, Jean.
Kitty.
She's just an extremely intelligent ISFJ. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
I mean, her
Doesn't-
polar TE is undeniable.
It looks like you got wet over there.
Yeah, that's the rain, Mom.
Oh, good. I wondered if that's what it was.
My
All right, I think we should wrap this live stream up.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should eat.
Can you end the live stream?
Alrighty.
Goodbye, everybody. Don't forget
Later.
to put any cheese.
Thank you, Alexandra Cruz.
Bye.
You just
Oh my god.
That's all, Mom.
I fucking hate this thing.
All right, go ahead and look for whatever.
Eat more cheese.
bye.
With plenty of cheese.